Okay, we have our materials, so let's review them first. You'll need colorful construction paper, markers or crayons, a ruler, scissors, glue, a pen or a pencil, some straws, and clear tape. Okay, it looks like we have everything. Are you ready to start? Let's begin. Okay, step 1, you need to make your paper vase. So choose a piece of paper that will be your vase. I'll choose yellow. On the yellow paper, we need to draw some lines. So first, we need a ruler and a pencil. On your paper, make sure it is turned like this, horizontally. You don't want to turn it this way. This is vertical. So let's make it horizontal. Now take your ruler and from the top of the paper, we want to measure 6 centimeters. That means count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And draw a small dot. Now at the dot, we will draw a line going across the paper. Now at the bottom of the paper, take 2 fingers like this and put them down and measure each place where your fingers end. Do this all across your paper. Okay. Now take your ruler again and draw lines from the bottom of the paper to the first line that we drew. Okay, now we can start to cut this paper. Take your scissors and cut the line from the bottom to the first line that we drew. Don't go past this line. Make sure you stop here at the line. Okay, now your paper should look like this. Next, you're going to flip your paper over. That means turn it around. Take your pencil and we will curl each piece of paper. Remember, curl means take the paper around the pencil and wrap it around, going up, and leave a little bit of space at the top. You don't have to go all the way to the end. Just stop a little bit at the top and pull out the pencil. Now the paper is curly. Let's do that for all the pieces. Okay, now our paper is curly. Next, use your glue and put some glue at the first curl at the top corner of the paper. Now we're going to pick up the paper and glue this side to this side. So you have to make your paper into a circle and glue both sides together. Now we have the vase. But we need one more thing, and that is called the ribbon. A ribbon is a pretty string that you can tie around something. So for the ribbon, you need to use a different color. I'll use blue. And you need to draw and measure a long, skinny rectangle. To do this, take your ruler and measure 3 centimeters. From the top, count 1, 2, 3, and make a mark. Now, draw a line all the way across your paper. Make sure your ruler is steady. Great. Now, the last thing to do is to measure or count 25 centimeters. Here is the number 25. So we'll make a mark here. And you can draw another line because we are going to cut this rectangle. So let's cut out the rectangle we measured. First, this side, and the long side. Okay, now we have our long rectangle. This is going to be the ribbon on your vase. Use your glue and put a little bit at the end of the rectangle. Take your vase and your ribbon. Now you will wrap the ribbon around the vase. You should pull up the curls a little bit so they're not too tight. When we put on the ribbon, you should put it up high like this. So let's try it. Squeeze the vase a little and get the ribbon around the whole thing. Okay, and now we have our vase. Now that we have finished making the vase, it's time to make the flowers. For the flowers, you need 3 different colors, any color you'd like. So I'll choose rose or pink, orange, and crimson or red. You're going to draw 1 circle on each color. The first circle should be the biggest circle, about the size of your mom or dad's fist. This shape with your hand is called a fist. So put your fist on the paper and draw a circle around it. It doesn't have to be perfect, but make sure that this is the biggest circle. Now, the next circle is going to be medium. Medium is a little smaller than big. For the medium circle, you can use your fist. It should be any size smaller than the first circle. Now, for the last circle, it should be the smallest size. If you have a baby brother or sister, you can practice by using their fist as the circle. As long as the circle is the smallest, it's okay. Okay, so we have 3 circles. The biggest, medium size, and the smallest. Now we're going to cut out each circle. Okay, I have my 3 circles. These are going to be the flower petals. Now glue each circle on top of the other. First, put the smallest circle on top of the medium circle. Next, take the medium circle and glue it on top of the big circle. Okay, now we have our flower petals. On the flower petals, let's draw some patterns. Patterns mean you draw different shapes and lines again and again. So we already learned the different shapes and lines that you can draw on your flower petals. You can choose any pattern you'd like. Okay, on the crimson circle or the red circle, let's draw some dots. Now, on the orange circle, let's draw different lines. A curly line and a few straight lines. Finally, on the biggest circle, let's draw a few shapes. Some circles, triangles, and hearts. Now our flower petals are finished. Now that we have the petals, we're going to add the stems. We're going to use straws to make the stems. Take a straw and your petals. Turn the petals over on the other side. And we're going to tape the straw to the back of the petals. You'll need some tape for this. Tape the top. And you can add one more. Now you have the stem on your flower. The final thing we're going to add to the flower are the leaves. Do you know what color the leaves are? That's right, they are green, like this. On the green paper, we're going to draw a new shape called an oval. An oval is a long circle. So on your paper, draw a long, skinny oval, like this. Usually, leaves have a point at the ends. So if you want to have a point on your leaves, draw your long oval and then draw the letter V at the bottom, like this. When we cut it out, you can cut around this way. So now let's cut out the leaves. First, the oval. Like this. And then the pointed leaf shape. So cut around and cut the V. Okay, you can use either shape, it's okay. If you want to decorate the leaves, you can draw a straight line and then draw diagonal lines on either side. Let's flip these papers over and draw lines on the other side too. Now we're going to fold the leaves and put them on the stem. So take your leaf and bend it up diagonally so that it looks like the letter V. You can do that with either shape. So take the leaf, bend it up like the letter V. Here are our 2 leaves. Now we can finally tape the leaves to the stem. Put the flower on top of your leaves. Cut a small piece of tape and put the tape on top of the stem and make sure it's touching the leaves. Now we have finished making our paper flowers. Let's put them in our vase now. This is a really fun activity you can do with your family or with your friends. And they are very pretty gifts you can make for your parents or your teachers or to decorate your room. When you finish making your paper flower craft, make sure you take a picture and show us on Instagram using the hashtags GNIEC or GNIEC FUNglish. And make sure you like this video and subscribe to our channel because we will have more activities for you in the future. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time. Bye!